Hi there, this is the Module 9 introduction video. So if you'll recall, in Module 8, what we looked at was you worked specifically with the statistic, which is the sample proportion, to learn about the population proportion. And you saw using formulas, what we can do is we can do all the things we did in STA. We can look at sampling distributions, confidence intervals, hypothesis test, and it all hinges on using the central limit theorem so that we can get these formulas for the standard error. And then using the formula for the standard error, we can create any of those three things without having to rely on STA to do simulations. And again, you did all of that for a sample proportion. Well, today we're going to do that exact same set of things again, except we're going to do it for a sample mean. And what you're going to see is the basic ideas are all exactly the same. We're just going to have to slightly change those formulas since we're working with a different statistic parameter set. And so you're going to look at how to define a sampling distribution for a sample mean, how to calculate a confidence interval for a sample mean, perform a hypothesis test for a sample mean. All of these using formulas without having to rely on STA to perform simulations. And then the last section we're going to look at today is data that comes from paired data. And what you're going to find is when you work with paired data, the mechanics of what you need to do actually end up being exactly the same thing as what you do with a sample mean. Or with a single mean. And so again, it's going to be repetition. You're going to be doing the exact same thing again. It's just seeing these very slight differences. And so keep that in mind as you go through all of this and try to notice the pattern from what you did in the previous section, and kind of try to see that even though we're making minor changes in the formulas, really the overall idea is exactly the same. It's just we've changed which statistic we're working with, so we have to slightly change the formulas. As always, if you have questions, please use the discussion board. I'm more than happy to help, and I will talk to you all later.